Hello, my friend. It's the Crypto Lunatic, the channel for crypto newbies, bringing you hidden gems before they pump. So today I have got a company called io.net. I'm going to show you how I found it. I'm going to take a little look at it. And I'm also going to tell you that nothing in this video is investment advice. I'm not invested in io.net and I'm not paid to do this video. So with all of that in mind, follow me on a little journey of how I discovered it, what it and is it something that you might want to be interested in? So it started here. I went on ChatGPT and I said, give me some under the radar news. Under the radar news that could be huge, that's going under the radar. And it's given me three companies, JetBolt, Martini Market, and io.net. Now, for those of you that follow me, you'll know, I think that AI is going to be big. So I decided to focus on this company today. So it's backed by Multicoin. This is like a cash network, but built for AI workloads. It's under heavy dev use already and lets you rent your GPU power peer-to-peer. As AI demand skyrockets, a decentralized compute network could dominate quietly before the hype drum even starts. And why is this under the radar? So io.net infrastructure plays rarely trend on headlines, but underpin the next AI boom. So let's look into it. I decided to have a little look. So first and foremost, we see that this has got a market cap of 141 million, which is small enough to be in the interesting zone as far as profits could be made. But it's big enough to know that this isn't a degen play, that this obviously has some sort of underpinning infrastructure. We also see the tokenomics are not great. We don't like this, 21% of the supply. So the fully diluted value is 658 million. So already this is a disadvantage. But we now go to what it was released at. So this was in June 2024. And we see that it came out trading already to start things off. It was trading at, here we are. What's the price there? So round about what are we at? Just over $4. So we're massively down from where it started trading. Now, this is a good sign because obviously this was where the market originally valued it and it's gone down. Now, it's not really surprising that it's gone down. We see that it did have a little rally here back in December and went back up to $4.20 and it went right back down. And now it's fairly price suppressed. So it's at a good point, entry point at the moment, potentially. We also see, and this is big, it's on Binance and Coinbase. That's huge. So as we go down further, now this is the bit we don't really like. Now, most new tokens have something like this, that a lot of the tokens are locked, which means that as they get released back, it's going to dilute the price and the value and potentially investor dumpage. Now, this is offset at this point because the price is so suppressed. So the odds of any dumpage happening are low because they want it more nearer the $4 part. And we can see here that there's a fairly heavy vesting schedule that realistically, until we get to here, round about here, which is around about April 2028, there's going to be consistent dumpage. Again, this is offset by the fact that at this price, there's probably not going to be a lot of dumpage. Not here. If it gets back up to maybe here, or certainly here, you can be guaranteed that it's going to come straight back down as early stage investors take profits as tokens unlock. So this is not so great. Let's look at the contract. And we see here something else we don't like, high concentration in the top 10 wallets. So again, that's a minus. When we see large amounts in a single wallet, that is reason to be nervous. It's not necessarily terrible, especially at this price, but it's definitely a cautionary tale. We go on their social media profile. Now, this is impressive. 486,000 followers for a company that's only been on here since May 2018. Now, this is a well above average. Could there be bots involved? Yes, there could. There could. We always have a cautionary tale in the background that that could be the factor. But this looks to be a reasonably engaged social media account. So that's good. We go to crypto rank and we look down and we see here, what have we got to look at? And we can't actually see what price the early stage investors got in at. But we know it's suppressed enough now that we can probably get in without having to worry. But when we see a lot of VCs involved and they raise 30 million, you know that there's dumpage coming in, which we already established. This is their website. So what this enables people to do is to rent out their computer power. If they've got a powerful computer and they're not using it, they could make extra money from it, from loaning it out while it's not using. So this model, I believe, is really powerful. And just to bring that alive, I've asked Perplexity to explain it simply in child-friendly language. So ionet is a project that helps people and companies to share and use powerful computers, especially those needed for artificial intelligence, AI and machine learning, by connecting them over the internet in a fair and open way. Here's how it works and why it's special, explained simply. So imagine you have a real fast computer at home, but sometimes you don't use it. ionet lets you share your computer's power with others who need it. Like kids who want to play big games or scientists who want to teach robots. So if you need extra computer power for a big project, you can borrow it from people all around the world. And everyone who shares their computer gets a reward. So the investment case is that there's growing demand. They're looking to recreate an Amazon-like model here, which is interesting. They've got strong partnerships. There's token utility and they've got venture capital backing. Now, whether that's a good or a bad thing, well, you have to decide on that. I'm on the fence as whether big venture capital backing is a good thing in a crypto project because of the token unlocking and the dumpage. So unique selling points is decentralized and open. Anyone can join, either to share their computer or to use extra computer power. It's affordable. It's flexible and scalable. It's eco-friendly and it's easy to use. And not only that, but the team are transparent. This is what we like. So we like to see things like this. And in summary, ionet is like a giant friendly computer club where everyone can share or borrow computer power, making a big technology cheaper and fairer for all. It's backed by smart people and big investors, and it's a special coin. So there we have it, my friends. And another thing, if you go on to YouTube, this is one of the co-founders talking openly about it. Now, when I see videos of the co-founders putting their face to projects, this does give me confidence. Now, when we go to Token Sniffer, this isn't quite so good because it only gets a score of 5 out of 100, which is not good. And why does it do this? Why does it do that? So they have things like the big supply. Now, we've talked about this. The top 10 holders possess less than 70% of the circulating supply. So the top 10 holders possess a substantial amount of tokens. So this is a big thing. The massive impact of dumpage potentially is not very well distributed. They've got a liquidity analysis here, which I went on to Dex Screener. And whether this is an indication or not, the liquidity doesn't look great. But of course, this is just a single point and it's only one, it's one dynamic, but it's things to be aware of. And the reason that I do videos like this is to give you the full research. So this looks super risky. There's lots of things that are looking good for it, and it's certainly playing in a good sector. With a highly demand, well, what I believe will be highly in demand in the future. And it really is, a lot of crypto investing is predicting the future trends, the future of where it's going. Now, As you'll know, if you follow my channel, I think AI is a big narrative. I think that what they're looking to do is very clever. I think there could be a massive demand for that. Will these be the company that grabs that demand? Will they have the systems in place to do it? Well, nobody knows. But certainly at this price, it may be worth a little dabble. But that is definitely not financial advice. And I'm not in this company at all. So if you've enjoyed that and you want more of my random news and reviews, then please do like and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like another video, you will find that just there.